What up, everyone? Welcome back to Ragnarok. Look at our dude right here smiling and fluttering down. Welcome back to ARK, boys. We're here to the desert. It's actually the first time I've been to the desert on camera, I think. Is it? No, I think we passed through here with the Thyla episode, but only just a little bit. So we're here today, going to the desert. I'm going to build myself a little desert outpost, you know? Because the map is really big, and I kind of wanted to do this before, but we're just kind of lazy in a bunch of other maps, and I didn't feel like it. But now I feel like we can. So today we're gonna go try to build like a little desert outpost, not like a big base, just like a little outpost in case I die. I can like spawn here to get there quicker or something like that. It's not gonna be like, it's not gonna have like everything in the world. It's probably maybe gonna have a smithy, maybe a couple forges. I made a couple forges because I think I broke the one that I replaced with the industrial one. I still have a couple pestles. We're gonna put that in there. I had an extra bed that I just put in my house. I took one of those because I still have two other beds in there. And I got a couple foundations, couple walls. It's not gonna be something huge. It's just gonna be a little outpost base. Now the question is, where do I build this thing? Do I build it here along the river? You know, maybe I can actually tame umbrella tops. I don't know if I've ever tamed umbrella tops. I don't think so. Surprising, I know, because I've played Scorched already like twice. I don't think I tamed umbrella tops. Get away from me. You know, and you might see in the top right, that little sickle thing. I have, let's see. See, I learned this skill tree. I learned this skill from the tree. I know it's a pay to win thing, but this thing right here, Speedy Harvester. I fully completed this well-oiled machine. Show structures, repair costs 30% less. This right there, Speedy Harvester. Every time you harvest something that like a resource thing, like plants, because plants and bushes count too, like rocks and stuff. It grants movement speed per stack. And it's for 10 seconds, and it's not fully done yet, so it can get better. And then here is really broken. Creatures gain 10% imprint bonus for you. So something like a wild Rex tame, you could get like an imprint bonus on it with that skill. And now that is really broken. Oh, hello. That is real broken, man. That is really broken. 25 Scorched Singario Therian. No, there's your little cousin right there next to you. 145. Now, they may not look that much bigger, like, they might not look as big of a difference between them right now. Here's another one of these. Alright, this is the problem with me trying to build a Scorched base. There's a lot of big things out here, like dangerous thing. Like, off camera, you can see that I have a bunch of waypoints in the desert. I mapped the drops. One of them I only actually found, the other ones I had to Google them. There's a lot of stuff out here right outside the dunes. There's a bunch of acros literally across pretty much. If you go right past outside the dunes right there, there's a tons of acros. And also there's a bunch of freaking Moro snakes. That's not what they're called, but I get a little tongue-tied trying to say their name. There's also those alphas and Gariotheriums are everywhere in the dunes. Like all around the dunes where like deathworms and the gigas and the mantis and titanoboa spawn. Those guys are everywhere, and they're not low levels either. Not to mention the fact that they're alphas still, but they're everywhere. Like I mean everywhere. You would think that they would be. Hello, Sarko. I need to get rid of you. I can already tell this is going to be a big problem. There's gonna be so much stuff to like guard my base from. The fact that there's so many snakes, and there's actually acros over there. There's Scorched acros. I think those are the only acros on the map currently. I haven't seen any normal ones, so if I ever tame an acro, which I probably will, it'll probably be a Scorched version. Get away from me. No, I am using the Gigantoraptor because I put in him. I used my Drakeling on him. That's why I have this amazing crossbow down here. So he had like 50 levels for me to pump into him. I pumped a lot into weight, a couple into health, a couple into damage, a lot into stam. You can see. I also have this kibble for me. This is what the Dragon Horde gave me. Superior kibble. I don't know if that's the best it gives you from an Ascended one. What is that? Is that a leech? What is that? That is a leech. Away from me. You get away from me, you parasites. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen them come out the water like this. Alright, well I think I'll build it here. Now, this area used to be a lot better. This area used to be like actual, like a little desert kind of house. It's just ruins, which is a little, it's not as good as my opinion. I mean, it still looks cool. But I think this is might, or, oh god. I don't know if this is a good spot. Maybe the desert temple would be better. Because there's a lot of things here that would just try to stomp me out and eat me while I'm trying to build it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. You know, hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, comment down below. Really helps out the channel. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you just want to support me. Look at that snake. It might look like a Bronto head sticking out of the sand, like they usually do. But that is a snake. That is the Moro's Gigantophis. His giant snake, pretty much. Alright, over here there's really not much to deal with, just raptors stuff. You know what? Go for the moss chops. There's another one of those. Those things are everywhere down here. Zingariothermium. That is a scorched variant. So there are normal variants. I don't know which one I'll go for. Probably whatever the highest is, because I don't care. And see, the problem here is this is a big structure. I don't want to build it in this structure because then you're not even able to see it. There's a lot of jerboas down here though. Did they change it? I remember it being like a big old stairway up top right here. Maybe it's just me. I know there was this long corridor right here. There was these ruins back here. Look at all there's snakes everywhere over here. Literally one over there. There's more trees now. You know, Ascended adds vegetation to everything. These rat things right here. Away from me. Get away from me. Away from me. You know what is sometimes funny with that? Is if they take a structure from you, like a big stack, they can't move either. So they're just sitting there like a statue. It's just funny. Serves them right though. Freaking rat bastards. Yeah, look, there's a freaking alpha one over there. You see that? And look at all the snakes. Like we're in India or something. God, is that one bloodied? Let me get a closer. Oh god, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight you, but let me get a closer. Are you bloodied up? Because if you're bloodied up, I might be able to kill you. But then again, also you just get bloodied from just. You're not bloodied. Maybe you are. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Maybe you are. It's hard to tell. I don't think you're not an alpha scorched. I think alphas are just regular alphas. A snake? Oh yeah, it is a snake. See, I thought that was like a Bronto stuck in the mesh. Alright, well let me go build this thing. Enough stalling. Let's go pick out a spot. I don't think I'm gonna build it here because there's structures in the way. I don't want to interfere with them. Alright, let's start building this thing. Now this is gonna weigh a lot on me, so let me put a bunch of stuff in your inventory right now. Let me take the RG out. And you're found. Yep, I'm already weighed down. I can't move. Now this is very hilly, so actually you might need the arch. So here, let me. I build it. Maybe here would be the best spot. I'm not gonna try to make it like fancy or anything like that, because obviously like not really like a good builder anyways. So that's that. That's as far it reaches. Without meshing into the ground. 24. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it huge, obviously. And also, it is getting nighttime. I'll turn off the clouds to hopefully help so it doesn't crash a ton. I don't know if it's going to help. It might help. I don't know if I like this area sticking out over here. And one thing I've noticed with this Vanilla with Sprinkles pickup gun, I can't switch it from demolish or pickup mode when I have a Drakeling on my shoulder. I've noticed that because it was stuck on demolish for like the longest. And it wasn't until before I started recording that I noticed it's because of the Drakeling. Because when I tossed them off of me, just because I was wondering why it didn't want to switch, it actually switched from demolish to pickup mode. So I don't know if that's really the reason why I didn't want to switch in the first place. It could be a bug. I'm just gonna go with that's the reason why. It also could not be the reason why. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm good with foundations. I guess I'm not gonna make it. That's fine. Gonna go with weight, but this little melee is fine. Alright, now let's go with wall. Oh yeah, the Drakeling has it. I hope this is enough walls. If this is not enough walls, then color me surprised. Let's see. Now, obviously, it is gonna look stone-like. Put a window right there. Let's have the doorway right there. Oh god, it sticks through the sand. I don't like that. Oh. Get away from my RG. Ugly scorpion. Get away. Get away from my big bird. Did you see him trying to make a build video? I don't know if I'm gonna have enough walls. I think I might just make it one high because I might not have enough. Maybe I will. Do a window over here. Actually, I'm just gonna make them have the scorched glass thing anyway, so. Alright, I did have enough wall. Oh, hold up. I want to speak too soon. There we go. There's enough walls actually now. The roofs might be, I just realized I brought roofs, but I didn't bring the triangle piece. So we might be in trouble because I did not think that far ahead. Yeah, we might be in trouble here, folks. Hello? Oh, hell, you're on 150 and you're stuck inside the mesh. See, that's still a bug in this game. Or map. You see, I just got a little speed boost from harvesting. And apparently it works for everything. So, I don't know if corpses count. I doubt it. But maybe they could. Like I said, I don't know. Well, that's not going to work there. It's going to work if I just do that here. Not over there. Maybe we can make it work. I'm done with the walls, so just put down a couple roofs. There's not gonna be anything fancy, like I said. So if anybody comments that this sucks, I agree. Just like a little outpost. To be honest, I don't even know why I put this here. It's just I have a lot of building stuff materials left from where. I have a lot of building materials from when I made the I had to remake the base. And it's kind of been bothering me ever since that I still have them in a chest somewhere. So I just decided to do this instead. God, that's not gonna work, is it? Can I make? I doubt I have the stone out because I use it to all make this. Better be more prepared.
2,000 years later.
Alright guys, the little, get out of my way, the little outpost slash house is done. It's just a little basic, cause I actually did figure out how to make the roof. Just needed the little quarter pieces. Now let's see, do I have, is there Adobe in this thing? There is Adobe. Okay, so let's Adobe this thing up. The only reason I wanted to look Adobe is because I want it to look like it's made for the desert, you know? And this I guess I could have used the wood, but you know what? This makes it more like actually like a scorched thing. I might make that desert because I don't like I want it to be like open. I want the door to want the doors to automatically open. I don't know if this will allow it to be. Adobe this thing up. And now it will look weird. Actually, I can't get the roof, can I? Can't get this roof up here because I can't jump. I have to get it from the inside. Now I don't know if this gives it the Adobe effect. I doubt it. Probably doesn't. But who knows? Maybe it does. Is everything in here Adobe except for this thing? And these ones in the middle. I don't think these really matter. Let's add some light. So I'm going to use the Frontier windows. I'm surprised that the other ones don't have this either. There's a window there, so let's do it here. And maybe one over there. Surprised more of these things don't have them. Like those just full glass structures, because I feel like it's nice to have them. You know? Here we go. It's still dark in here. I should have probably put the torch inside of this thing. You know, maybe it's just nighttime, alright? Let's actually move the torch in there. Almost dropped my cryptoclitis gel. I didn't bring a light with me. I'm not gonna put a power generator in here or something. Too much. There we go. It's a little lit up. Alright, we can put a smithy in here. I'm not gonna live in here. I'm just gonna put this stuff for kind of convenience if I ever decide to come out here in the desert, you know, start getting some resources or something like that. Let's see, put some more in pestles. I'm gonna put both of them here because I don't want to have two more in pestles. Like, I don't even know where to put these things in my other base. Here's the bed. We'll put that by the window. Now, I don't know if those freaking Zangarios can destroy stone. Can I actually see him from here? Oh yeah, you can see him. Look at him. I don't know if that guy can destroy stone. I'll find out, I guess, if this thing gets destroyed. Actually, let me put some forges outside. So you have 2 foundations. I only need 1 out. Now, I know these things can be damaged, even though they're made out of stone. These things can be damaged by creatures that can't damage stone. He's obstructed. There you go. The awkward placement with that. Now, there actually is a lot of metal out there in the desert. There's actually tons of it. Well, there's actually pretty good, like, intensive, well, not intensive, there's a pretty good, like, area to just farm stuff. And that, it actually might make getting the Solasukas pretty easily. Might make them, like, aiming them here might be easier than on Scorched. Now, Aberration is a pretty good area to tame them because the surface is just covered in metal and obsidian. Like, all the rocks up there is just nothing but obsidian and metal. Now, obviously, you have to deal with Reapers and all the other kind of shit like that, but there is a certain time where they don't really, like, pop up anywhere. That's your point. I think that's also when I attain my Fasolasukas. That is your time frame. There's a certain amount of time where they don't pop up. The Reapers, they just kind of stay on the ground. That is your time frame that you have. Now also you have to deal with the fact that it's not nighttime. There's different increments of nighttime. Some days are longer nighttime, some days are shorter. But that's all pretty much it is. I think I can put all the garbage stuff in here. I think I can pull this and pull that. Put a bunch of it in my just some resources here. Those are just in the floor. He has a damn. Well, does my freaking dude have so much of it? Oh, I forgot. I was stupid. I don't know why I harvest wood when I brought wood from the beaver in here. Dumb of me. Alright. Is that it over there? Okay, yeah, so harvesting corpses, yep, that these are definitely it. Now, which one of you is the highest scorched one? 3 of you little bastards in here. Which one is the best one? You. 150. Okay, that one will do. Let me just kill this one. Kill the other 2. Oh, no, this is not gonna work. Okay, the 150 is right there. I have to separate you from the other pack. Now, I obviously can't shoot off the back, so this is going to be ain't gonna work. I don't know which one is which. Obviously, the bloody one I know is a bad one. Come on, separate. Okay, he is torpor running. Kakapoosh. They're both, all 3 of them are out. I can kill this thing. Scorched Plateosaurus. Alright. No, you weren't hurt that much. You were barely doing anything. Oh god, here. Yeah, it scared me for a second. Alright, I think they might have broken something from my armor, but I'm just gonna give you some kibble. I don't know if you take this kibble. I'm just gonna give you 2 pieces of it. Because you know, guys, I actually broke my rule of going to something big. Because I tamed a Bronto nearby. Only because I had to tame 3 creatures to do the to complete the skill tree or get some skill points. And I tamed 2 Parasaurs that are right by the base, and then I was like, you know what, let me tame a Bronto. I'm gonna want to save it for a future like thing. And this guy tamed faster than he did with algae. Did you even eat the other pieces? No, he only took 1. I don't even know if superior kibble is your kibble. Probably not. Probably like basic or something. But yeah, I tamed a Bronto and it was actually a 150, and that guy took a lot of freaking arrows. I actually used up a lot of my darts too. So I kind of broke the rule. I tamed the 150 Bronto. It's back at base. It doesn't have a saddle. I thought I did, but I guess it might have been where it crashed and I lost it. So I don't have a Bronto saddle. I'm not gonna use it. I just used it to complete that quest. Honestly, those skill tree gives you extra objectives. I haven't really been doing them, but I think I might do them because these are really some OP little buffs that you get. It sucks that it's behind a paywall once again, like a lot of things in Ascended. Maybe that's the tagline for Ascended. Oh god, I want to get pounced on. Yeah, bro. ARK Survival Paywall. Paywall Ascended. Maybe that's the thing. Now, I think these Singaru Dams hold a grudge, so hopefully they didn't aggro to me. Meaning, I think they follow you for a pretty long time. Where is my thing again? What's up here? We got our creature for this little outpost we got. Those Windows things really look out of place. Here it is. He broke my damn bracelets. Bracelets. I even made another saddle for him. Is he a good one? Yeah, he's about average. Decent weight. Yep. I mean, we already checked out the Plateosaurus. What does the scorched one look like? I know the regular one has like kind of stripes on its back. This one doesn't look like it has that. To be honest, I can't even tell what colors it does have because it's really the glare from the sun and it's really dark. Like it has a dark complexion. But I guess it works. Those are some serious looking arms, man. This guy does not skip arm day. Alright. Here we go. This is what you're made to do. And actually I have a bunch of narco berries for you. Here you can make fermented narco berries the drink as long as you want. I'll make some wine. Here you go. You shouldn't starve. Now hopefully nothing kills you. Because honestly you're not safe at all here. You're just out in the open. I mean look at the snakes. Look at all the snakes. Look, Phasalosaucus over there. Vultures. I will tame a Phasalosaucus at one point. Holy crap, is it 145? Okay. Typical ARK right there. The first one I just glanced at and it's a freaking 145. Okay, maybe we might come back for that next episode. Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll... Oh, maybe we'll stick around in the desert a little bit. I think that's everything I wanted to do here. Just build this little outpost. It's not really much of an outpost, just kind of like a little spawn zone for me. Maybe in the future in a stream I'll build this up to where it's actually like a small outpost. I won't build it to be like the base. Just maybe include like a terminal. Get some metal cooking in here. There's probably an oil vein nearby. Actually, my one idea I did have was to build a train track from my base here to all the other like areas I've built in. Now I doubt I can make a train track from right there in the Green Valley to all the way over here, because that's a lot of terrain, and I don't know really. I never built the train tracks. So I don't know how it works. But I think I might make an ocean dock at some point because I don't have any place to put my creatures, and my turtles are way up the top of the highlands, and it's kind of far to get to them even on the Griffin. So I might have to move them down here. And plus I'm almost running out of algae. So I have kibble anyways, which should replace everything. But you know. I just in turtles I would want it to be down at the bottom. Alright, well I think that's gonna do it for this episode, everyone. We got this guy to put in our little outpost. In our little desert outpost. It's actually, are you weighed down? He's weighed down. Maybe I think it might be me mostly that's weighing him down. Why can't he harvest this? You can't harvest anything, why not? Alright, well, yeah, this is our desert outpost, everyone. This is the Ragnarok desert. I didn't explore all of it. Maybe we can go to the dunes when we get our Phasalosaucus. I have been collecting a bunch of C4s and grenades from drops, so should be able to tame him. I hope it's not the same failure as the scorched one on Scorched, because that one was holy crap. I get nightmares just thinking about from my Timmy experience with them. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It's just a small little building of outposts. I think I'll build one other kind of smallish base. I'll build a dock. I don't know if I'm gonna build it right there in the bottom. Or, because if I build it right there in the little lagoon area ocean by the swamp, it might mess up some of the pearl spawns. But I don't want to go all the way to the top of the maps to build one either. By the highlands. That's already where my original house is. It's still there. But maybe I could build it towards, I could build it here by the river, but then that would defeat the purpose of this one here. I'll think about it. But for now, that's gonna do it for this episode, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. I will be streaming. I will still continue to do my monthly YouTube stream. July is almost over. It's July 30th by the time I'm recording this. Probably not going to come out till next week though, so. But anyways, hope you guys have a good one. Like, subscribe. Peace.